Vocabulary. Nature. 1. Complete the nature words in the quiz. Then do the quiz and check your answers at the bottom. 1. The world's largest ocean is A. The Pacific. B. The Atlantic. 2. The Gobi Desert is in A. Australia. B. Asia. 3. The mountain find Mount Everest range where you can is called A. The Andes. B. The Himalayas. For the second longest river in the world is A. The Amazon. B. The Nile. 5. At over 1,700 m deep, the deepest lake in the world is A. Baikal. B. Victoria. 6. The highest waterfall in the world is A. Niagara Falls. B. Angel Falls. Grammar. Comparatives, superlatives. 2. Look at the table and complete the sentences comparing France and Poland. Use the words in brackets. France. Population. 64 million people. Size. 548,000 square kilometers. Highest mountain. 4,810 m, Mont Blanc. Average temperature, January. 3 degrees Celsius. Temperature, July. 23 degrees Celsius. Poland. 38 million people. Size. 313,000 square kilometers. Highest mountain. 2,499 m, Risi. Average temperature, January. -3 degrees Celsius. Temperature, July. 19 degrees Celsius. 1. The population in France is bigger than the population in Poland. Big. 2. Poland is smaller than France. Small. 3. Mont Blanc in France is higher than Risi in Poland. High. 4. In January it is colder in Poland than in France. Cold. 5. In July it is hotter in France than in Poland. Hot. 3a. 9.1 Listen and circle the correct stress pattern.
Unit 9. Nature. Recording 1.
Bigger than. Smaller than. Higher than. Colder than. Hotter than.
B. Listen again and repeat.
Unit 9. Nature. Recording 1.
Bigger than. Smaller than. Higher than. Colder than. Hotter than.
C. 9.2 Listen and check your answers to exercise 2. Then listen again and repeat.
Unit 9. Recording 2. 1.
Big. Bigger. Bigger than. The population in France is bigger than the population in Poland.
2. Small. Smaller. Smaller than. Poland is smaller than France. 3.
High. Higher. Higher than. Mont Blanc in France is higher than Risi in Poland.
4.
Cold. Colder. colder than. In January, it is colder in Poland than in France.
Five.
Hot. Hotter. Hotter than. In July, it is hotter in France than in Poland.
For complete the sentences with the comparative or superlative form of the adjectives in brackets. As but. 1. It's been the coldest, cold, winter in 30 years. 2. The weather is getting worse, bad. 3. It's the most popular, tourist destination in the country. 4. It's cheaper, cheap, to stay in a bed and breakfast than to stay in a hotel. 5. People are working longer, long, hours than before. 6. The summers are much hotter, hot, than they were. 7. In the winter, the days are shorter, short. 8. This sauce tastes better, good, than the other one you made. 9. We've been on the longest, long, journey of our lives. 10. This is the happiest, happy, day of my life. 11. It's the funniest, funny, program I've ever watched. 12. The exam was more difficult, than I expected. 9.1. Reading. 5. Look at the reasons for growing your own vegetables. Then read the text. Which reasons are mentioned? 1. It's a good way to relax. 2. The food tastes better when you grow it yourself. 3. It's cheaper than buying food in the supermarket. 4. It's a good way to earn some extra money. 1, 2, and 4. Making the world a greener place. Grow your own vegetables. We meet people from around the world who enjoy growing their own food. United States. When you think of Washington, you might not think of vegetable patches, but there are lots of them. Community plots where people can grow their own food are getting more popular. Brian Wallace, who works in banking, likes gardening in his free time. And he's not alone. When you work in the city, gardening is a great way to relax, he says. Australia. Outside Sydney there are more than 50 community gardens. In the garden at the Addison Road Centre people grow all kinds of things, from bananas to coffee, herbs, beans and vegetables. They also have lemon, peach and cherry trees. People come here to learn new skills related to organic gardening and recycling. Kenya. In Kenya, having a piece of land to grow food on is not just a good way to relax, it's a way to earn some extra money. Maxwell shares the land his father gave him with his 6 brothers. They grow bananas, coffee and sugar on the land, as well as vegetables to eat at home. Some of the food we eat ourselves, he says, and some we sell at the market. Russia. Every weekend in the summer, the roads of Russia's big cities are full of traffic, with families escaping to their dacha. A dacha can be anything from an old shed in a field to a huge house in the countryside, but the reason they go is the same. People from the city can enjoy the fresh air and grow some vegetables. Tatiana, who has a plot near the Black Sea, grows tomatoes and cucumber in the summer and cabbage in the winter. It always tastes much better when you grow it yourself, she says. Read the text again and answer the questions. 1. Why does Brian Wallace think people enjoy gardening? He thinks it helps people who work in the city to relax. 2. What can people learn at the Addison Road Centre, outside Sydney? They can learn about organic gardening and recycling. 3. How did Maxwell get his land? His father gave it to him. 4. What do Maxwell and his brothers do with the food they grow? They eat some of it and sell some at the market. 5. What is a dacha in Russia? It's a house in the country, sometimes it's a very small house. 6. What can people who live in Russian cities enjoy at their dacha? They can enjoy fresh air and growing their own vegetables. Writing similar sounding words. Find and correct the spelling mistakes in the sentences. 1. Is this your coat? 1. Is this your coat? 2. They gave us their car for the weekend. 2. They gave us their car for the weekend. 3. Have you got an extra ticket? I'd like to come too. 3. Have you got an extra ticket? I'd like to come too. 4. We spent the weekend by the sea. 4. We spent the weekend by the sea. 5. Do you know where the office is? 5. Do you know where the office is? 6. Are you sure this is the right way? 6. Are you sure this is the right way? 8. Underline the correct alternatives. How often do you use your car? I try to use mine as little as possible. I walk or use my bike to get around. I live in a small city though, so it's quite easy. And it keeps me fit, too. If I want to go to the sea for the weekend or something like that, then I usually get the bus or the train. I don't think people should spend so much time in their cars. It's not right.